Portugal has become one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe, and there are many reasons why. Visit with us its fairy tale towns and castles, world-known natural landmarks, and the most iconic places. Taste with us amazing Portuguese cuisine and discover the places which you cannot find anywhere else. No matter if you are looking for beautiful nature, world's most extraordinary tourist attractions, or diverse beaches, Portugal has it all. Haven't you already decided where to go on your visit to Portugal? Discover with us the best places to see in this beautiful country, which offers endless tourist attractions. Number 1. Sintra. Located on the Portuguese Riviera, Sintra is one of Portugal's most picturesque towns. Tourists love it for its fairy tale royal palaces and castles, historic villas, and gardens. The Pena Palace, ordered by King Ferdinand II, is one of the most significant examples of 19th century Romanticism in the world. Inside, you can find the Great Hall, bedrooms, dining room, and even a kitchen. The Pena Park, which surrounds the palace, is full of trees from all around the world, such as ginkgo, cryptomeria, sequoia, magnolia, and covers more than 200 hectares. Another romantic place in Sintra is Quinta de Regueira. It consists of a palace, church, and a rich, luxurious park that features lakes, grottos, wells, and fountains. Downtown is a magnificent labyrinth of streets full of history. For nearly 8 centuries, Sintra served as a summer retreat for the Portuguese monarchy and its court. If you'd like to relax on the beach while staying in Sintra, we recommend Azenhas do Mar Beach, or Praia das Maçãs. With golden sands and clean seawaters, they are located less than a 15-minute drive from Sintra. Because they are barely known by tourists, they are not so crowded. Number 2. Lagos. Lagos, another popular city of Algarve region, is famous for its outstanding beaches and world-known natural landmarks. The most popular beach is Camilo Beach, which is divided into 2 parts by a huge rock formation, but you can cross it by a man-made tunnel. This beach is situated between the cliffs and is accessible via a wooden staircase. Another famous beach is Dona Ana Beach, which is popular thanks to calm turquoise waters and stunning rock formations. If you like snorkeling, Dona Ana Beach is a right place for you. You cannot stay in Lagos without visiting over 5-kilometer-long Meia Praia Beach. It is not so crowded during the high season and is very popular thanks to water and beach sports such as beach volleyball or windsurfing. Only 3 kilometers from Lagos, along its coastline, you can find one of the most famous natural landmarks of Portugal, Ponta de Pedágio, meaning Point of Mercy. This dramatic rock formation will impress you with 20-meter-high yellow and golden cliffs. Take a boat tour or a kayak tour if you want to explore some of the grottos. This is Benagel Cave, another famous natural landmark of Portugal, situated less than 40 minutes drive from Lagos. You can get into the cave by boat, paddleboard, kayak, or swimming, because the interior is accessible only from the sea. This place is extremely popular with tourists. If you want to avoid large crowds during the high season, we recommend coming here before July or after August, or during high season early in the morning. Number 3. Porto. An unmissable icon of Porto is an iron arc Louis I bridge for metro, pedestrians, and traffic. It was designed by Théophile Cédric, who was an associate of Gustave Eiffel. A top starting point for travelers is Ribeira, the most beautiful and popular neighborhood in Porto. You can take a boat trip to enjoy an entirely different view of the city, or sit down in one of Ribeira's terraces and traditional restaurants. You cannot miss Livraria Lello, one of the most lavish bookstores in the world, operating since 1906. We recommend buying tickets in advance if you do not want to queue for 2 hours at this place. It's extremely popular with tourists. Another must-visit place is the Sravos Museum of Contemporary Art, surrounded by a magnificent 18-hectare park. Less than 20 minutes walking away, you can find Vigilia's Lighthouse, completed in 1886. Although no longer in operation, it is captivating to watch the powerful waves crashing on the rock. Historical São Bento train station in Porto is considered one of the most beautiful in the world. This is because it is decorated with over 20,000 colorful azulejo tiles. Taste a typical Portuguese dish called bacalhau de Porto, made of codfish and potatoes. However, be careful. Portions in Porto's traditional restaurants are very large. Leaving without tasting the city's famous sweet red port wine is unforgivable. Number 4. Albufeira. Welcome to Albufeira, a cosmopolitan gateway to Algarve, the biggest and most important Portuguese tourist region. Albufeira is a home to the most beautiful beaches, not only in Portugal, but in Europe. The most popular beaches are Dos Pescadores Beach, meaning Fisherman's Beach, with mouth-watering seafood restaurants along the beachfront. 6 kilometers long Golden Sand Beach, Valencia, and 1 kilometer long Ora Beach, accompanied by lots of bars and restaurants. We also recommend the magnificent Coimbra Beach, surrounded by yellow rocks and calm waters, as well as small Dos Arifas Beach, known for huge rock formations jutting out of the waters along the coastline. If you are looking for an adrenaline rush, Albufeira will not disappoint you. End the day of fun in the sun at one of over 100 bars and restaurants in the Old Town. The must-eat dish is a cataplana, a medley of seafood cooked in a tomato sauce with lots of onion and red and green peppers. After your belly is full, go out and enjoy the nightlife in its bars, clubs, and discos. Albufeira is as famous for its parties as it is for its beaches. Number 5. Madeira. Start exploring the island by visiting the magnificent Madeira Botanical Gardens, containing more than 2,000 exotic plants from all around the world. Another must-see place is Monte Palace Tropical Garden, where you can find not only a huge exotic plants collection, but also black swans, ducks, peacocks, and chickens. Madeira is considered a true hiker's paradise. Enjoying hiking above the clouds thanks to its most breathtaking hike route, PR1, which connects the Madeira's highest peaks and has a duration of 3.5 hours. An extremely popular experience is walking along the lavadas, which are man-made aqueducts supplying water to the drier parts of the island. Enjoy swimming at the stunning black sand Seychelles Beach with beautiful views of sea cliffs and waves of the Atlantic Ocean. If you are in Madeira from April to October, do not miss whale and dolphin watching. It is more likely you will see dolphins, as whales spend more time underwater. One of the island's most famous tourist attractions is taking a 2-kilometer-long Madeira toboggan ride on traditional wicker basket sledges. They are driven by 2 runners, and you can reach speed up to 30 miles per hour. The price is €30 for 2 people. Did you know that the famous footballer Cristiano Ronaldo comes from Funchal? It is here where you can find a museum dedicated to his career, containing every club trophy Cristiano has won. Number 6. Coimbra. The historic city of Coimbra sits on the banks of Madeira River and was once the capital of Portugal. It is a home to the oldest university in Portugal and is one of the oldest in all of Europe. The tourism complex of the University of Coimbra, established in 1290, unfolds in different centers. Visit the impressive Jonin Library, which contains over 300,000 works dating from the 16th to the late 18th century, and also the richly decorated 16th century St. Michael's Chapel, with an impressive Baroque organ. The 34-meter-high Coimbra University Clock Tower is considered a symbol of the city, and you can climb it to enjoy a 360-degree panoramic view of the city. After you visit the university, enjoy people watching in one of the city's cozy cafes. And do not miss Monastery of Santa Cruz, one of the oldest attractions in the city, founded in 1131 and rebuilt in the 16th century. You will be blown away by its main Manoline facade with 3 big sculptures depicting the prophet King David and Our Lady. Inside, you can find tombs of the first two kings of Portugal. Other iconic places are the Romanesque Old Cathedral of Coimbra, with magnificent Gothic cloister, and the Monastery of Santa Clara a Nova, containing a breathtaking gilt carved altar. When you need a snack, taste a delicious Santa Clara pastry filled with eggs and almonds. Number 7. Aveiro. Aveiro, nicknamed the Venice of Portugal, is an enchanting city easily recognizable thanks to its canals, graceful architecture, and brightly colored boats named Barcos Maleceiros. The number one tourist attraction is taking a boat tour on Barcos Maleceiros, which usually lasts 45 minutes and runs through the 4 main canals in the city. It is impossible to overlook charming Art Nouveau buildings built at the beginning of the 20th century. Before you keep exploring the city, sit on the terrace and taste ovos moles, sweets made with eggs and sugar. The old convent of Jesus is a home to the Aveiro Museum, where you can find a tomb of King Alfonso V's daughter, Princess Saint Jean, as well as a significant collection of paintings, sculptures, tiles, and jewels. If you want to admire lovely Portuguese tiles, visit the old train station depicting traditional scenes and places from Aveiro region. If you look for beaches, visit Costa Nova, which is located less than 15 minutes from Aveiro. You will fall in love with colorful striped fishermen's houses, which have been turned into summer villas. Number 8. Braga. The number one tourist attraction of Braga, which is the religious center of Portugal, is the sanctuary of Bom Jesus de Monta, with over 600 years of history. This important pilgrimage place is located 6 kilometers from the city center of Braga and is easily recognizable thanks to its breathtaking Baroque staircase containing 17 landings, decorated with granite fountains. You can get here by foot, by car, or even by tram, which takes up to 4 minutes and is the oldest funicular in the world, using water counterbalancing to move. Once you reach the hill, enjoy also a lush garden filled with different species of trees, caves, bandstands, or even a lake. Walking through Braga is like a journey through the centuries. Before you continue to another tourist attraction, enjoy your food in one of the local restaurants and taste vinho verde, green wine. This delicious white wine is called green because of the use of young grapes in its production. 11th century Braga Cathedral is the oldest cathedral in Portugal. Inside you can find tombs of parents of the first Portuguese king and gilt wood organs decorated with Baroque and fantastic motifs. Experience unforgettable processions and devout ceremonies during Holy Week, Semana Santa, which is without a doubt the most illustrious and most famous of all in Portugal. Number 9. Cascais. It was in the 1870s when the Portuguese king and the nobility started to build their palaces and villas in Cascais, converting this fishing village into a popular tourist seaside resort, as we know it today. While walking through its old town, enjoy shopping in its boutiques. We recommend the Rua da Reita, a pedestrianized walkway lined with shops of all descriptions. Cascais is famous for its beaches, which are located less than a 15-minute drive. The most popular beach is the long, sandy Guincho Beach, where you can watch romantic sunsets or enjoy windsurfing. Thanks to good northerly wind, this beach is a top windsurfing destination. Another popular beach is postcard-worthy Tamires Beach, which in contrast to Guincho Beach, has no waves. This beach gets busy in summer thanks to its location, as well as trendy restaurants and bars, which stay open until late. Another magnet for tourists is Palacio dos Condes de Castro Guimarães. It is a home to a museum which includes paintings, furniture, and jewelry. Do you want to feel the power of the Atlantic Ocean? Then visit Boca do Inferno, meaning Hell's Mouth, which is a chasm where you can see and hear the pounding waves hitting the rocks. Do not miss Santa Maria Lighthouse, built in 1868. It is still operational and houses a lighthouse museum today. Number 10. Lisbon. The sun shines 290 days a year in Lisbon, the capital and the largest city of Portugal. The #1 tourist attraction is the 30-meter-high Belém Tower, completed 1514. This icon of the country served as a defense against possible invasions and attacks from the Tagus River. But it was used as a state prison, too. You cannot miss a ride on one of the symbols of Lisbon, historic tram number 28, which passes through the most popular tourist districts. Because it is extremely popular, we recommend riding it in the morning or in the evening. Number 28 can also take you to another iconic landmark, the 11th century St. George Castle. Open 7 days a week, it has 11 towers, a beautiful garden with native forest species, and an incredible viewpoint. Right below the castle, visit Alfama, the oldest and most traditional neighborhood in Lisbon. Enjoy terrace seating and taste pastéis de Belém, Lisbon's original iconic pastry. Alfama is also a home to Lisbon Cathedral, the most important and oldest church in the city. Take a ride on the richly decorated 45-meter-high Santa Justa lift and enjoy one of the best panoramic views of the city. Did you know that in Lisbon you can find the second longest bridge in Europe? Its name is Vasco da Gama Bridge, and its length is 12 kilometers. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more in the future, leave a comment, give a like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.